Hello everyone, welcome to VisualSnaps. Today we're talking about how you can get cinematic black bars for your videos. The first way that you can get cinematic black bars for your videos is to download a PNG letterbox template. What this does is adds a picture of black bars over your image. There are a couple problems with it though. The first is that you're adding black bars over your image, so it still has the 16:9 aspect ratio that you're probably shooting in. So people with 21:9 monitors won't be able to view it well, as it's still a 16:9 video. Another downside is that when viewed at a lower quality, these black bars will be pixelated and take the viewer away from focusing on what you're showing them. The last downside to using this method is that it takes up data to encode the black bars, which could be put into other more important parts of your image. For this tutorial, I'm using Premiere Pro, but if you don't have Premiere Pro, don't worry. You can most likely do the same things with your editing software, although you probably have to do a little bit of looking. Let's jump over to the computer so I can show you how to add the PNG black bars onto your video. Okay, to start out, we're going to take our footage and drag it onto the timeline. As you can see, we have a drone shot here, and it's in the 16:9 aspect ratio. And we want to add the cinematic black bars to make it look like it's 21:9. So here we have a PNG of some cinematic black bars. All you're going to do is drag it over your footage, and there you go. You have some black bars. We can stretch it out to cover our entire clip, and now it looks like it's 21:9, even though it's still the 16:9 format. The second way that you can add black bars is to crop your video. If you do this, you will be allowing people with 21:9 monitors to see your video correctly, and it also allows the data to be put in more important places in your image. Let's jump over to the computer so I can show you how to add in the 21:9 aspect ratio black bars using cropping in your editing software. So what you're going to do to get this crop is you're going to need some white PNG black bars, and this is going to be our template for the crop. So with the same as the PNG normal, you just drag it over, but this time you can see it's white. Then you'll need to find an effect or go to your crop function and just drag it onto the footage. Go to the controls so you can control the crop. So we'll start with the top, and we'll just drag the crop down. As you can see, you get the crop, and so we're going to line it up with the white bars, and so that looks pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to do it from the bottom, and we're going to drag it up and size it. There we go. So now if we turn off these white bars, you can see we have a crop. After exporting, 21:9 monitors will be able to see this image better, and more data will be put into your image that you want to show instead of the black bars. The last way to get the 21:9 aspect ratio is to actually crop the entire timeline. The upsides of this is you don't have to keep cropping your image over and over again, and if you're making your entire video in the 21:9 aspect ratio, it's extremely easy to use. Let's jump over to the computer once again so I can show you how to crop your entire timeline. For this last method, all you're going to need is your video footage. So what we're going to do is create a new sequence. You'll have to find out how to do this if you don't have Premiere Pro on your editing software, and we're going to go to settings. And so you can choose your frames per second, and you can change all this, but what we're going to look at is this. To get the 21:9 aspect ratio that we want, it's really simple. All you need is a calculator, and what you're going to do is type in the height of your video and then divide it by 2.39, and that will give us 1,713 pixels, and then we have 0.8, so we're going to round it up to 1,714 pixels, and we're going to put that in as our horizontal. There we go. So now if we press OK, we can see that we have a 21:9 video, and there's no black bars, and you won't see that. And if we drag our footage on, you'll want to keep the existing settings, and then you'll have to adjust the placement of your image. You can zoom it out a little bit, like so, and then move it back and forth to get the right framing that you want. But now you have all the data going into the image, and the programs that are showing this footage will add in the black bars by themselves. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.